Hi, so I want to do a little 15-minute or so little flow, but also incorporating a few Qi Gong moves. And this is specifically related to the kidney meridian, because in Chinese medicine, I'm not an expert on Chinese medicine, but I do a little bit of Thai massage, so we had to learn a little bit. But the kidney is, well, it's related to the emotion of fear, but also at times of sort of big change, whether we're doing the change to ourselves or it's happening to us externally, which is a little bit what's happening now, the kidney energy can be really challenged. But at the same time, we can also work this to our advantage. If it's in a healthy, balanced state, we can also draw from it. Because you can imagine, you can also, fear can have a positive thing as well, and you can really draw from it. And so like I say, if you've got any big decisions to make as to how you want to come out of this or what it's going to be like, then, working on this energy channel also can be helpful. But to begin with, we're just going to stay standing the whole time, and it is kind of working on the whole body. We're just going to shake. We've done this before, just shaking, almost feeling like the energy is just moving around the body and you're sending everything down. And move the head. And I know it might sound weird, but if you're on your own and you've got no inhibitions, just really use the exhale to kind of almost just loosen everything up and move the head around. So I'm not making that noise, I'm just almost exhaling. And my body's just moving and creating this noise from it. So feel like you're just releasing tension. Nice to start with, although it might look a bit odd if you're around people. And then just come to a natural standstill. And then we're going to start to bring our arms to begin with, just nice and loose. So my back's not moving much, my hips are still, my head's staying the same. And then I'm gradually going to start bringing in the hips and back. And then in a second, I'm going to get my head into this. But the important thing is just to let the arms be heavy and relaxed. They're kind of, as they swing round, they tap the kidneys. They tap just below the rib cage where the kidneys sit. And it also, this acts as a bit like having a plumb line dropped from, when you're trying to get a straight line, and it's that center from the top of your head all the way through the body. So this is really good for centering. So slowly start to come back to a slower stance. I'll start that by just keeping the hips still, and then keeping the head still, and then keeping the back still, and just let the arms just gradually come to their natural stop. And as always, just take your time. If you've got longer than 10 minutes, 15 minutes, then you can really, I encourage you to really use these little moments in between to just stand in your power, stand in the ground, feel your feet in the floor, feel the rootedness, and feel the space that we're going to be creating in the upper body. So just closing the eyes and rooting down. And then with the backs of the hands, just feeling into where the kidneys are, we're just going to rub that. It's really nice, actually. It feels very cozy to do this. So rubbing all along that line there, into the kidneys, into the lower back. Rub, rub, rub. And then just bend the knees a little bit so you can push through the floor. And we're just going to tap all around there. You can tap with the back or the front of your hand, but it's probably quite nice on the back actually. So it's almost like you're making a percussion sound on your back. Maybe down into the glutes a little bit. I'm stooping a little bit there. I'm just bending my knees more so I'm not rounding my back too much. So all down. And just if you need to just come further down. It's quite nice tapping anyway. We're just concentrating on this lower back region. And then just as you stand here this time, just imagine, feel the tapping sensation, what that's like first, because it wakes up this energy that we've got, this vital energy in the back of our body. But now feel that you've got almost like clouds. I always feel like bodybuilders when they can't put their arms down. The muscles are so big. But like you've got clouds under your arms, and just hold it there for a second and feel, it's like feeling this lightness, almost like you can, like you have something under your arms. And then gently as we lower them, I'm coming back to the knees now and the feet, because it's also the meridian runs down the back of the leg and down the back of the knees. So I'm not sure of the left-right thing, whether I'm mirroring you or not. Still haven't figured that one out. So I'm going to go with, this is my right leg. So I'm going to turn the right foot in so that my knee is aiming to land at the back of my left knee. Okay, so it sort of just nestles in there. And then I'm just going to sit down into it. Sit down as much as I can. If you've got really tight heels, it might be as far as you get, but once you get as low as you can in this seat, and then one knee's pressing on the back of the other, then just lower the head and breathe into the lower back region. Breathe into here. And then slowly coming up out of that, just coming up gently. And back to center. And then we're going to do it with the other leg. So turn on the ball of the left foot, bend the knees, nestle it in behind the right knee. I just need to wriggle around a little bit so you're comfortable. Sit down, find a nice place where you know you can stay there, and then tipping the pelvis forward, just gently come down. And relaxing here. And then gently coming back up. So do that one more time on each side. As I say, with you, if you've got more time, you can do this a few times on each side. It's kind of quite nice to feel the pressure in the back of the knees. Release the neck, release the back. Breathe, take those nice deep inhale and exhales all down the lower back region. And then I'm just going to do it last time on this side. Knee into knee, and then just fold over. Breathe here. And gently ground down through the feet. So I'm really pressing down through my feet, like I'm really going against the earth to get the spring to bring me back up. And then come back to center. I'm going to work with the left leg again. Left leg, this is my right leg. So I'm going to turn the left knee out 45 degrees. Okay. And then as I lift up, I'm bringing my arms with it. So they're kind of mirroring each other now. And then as I straighten the leg, it's like I'm pushing that leg away. So my arms and my knees straighten. And then I'm going to lower, lower, lower to the ground. And then just like a gentle bow from the upper part of my body before I wave back up again on an inhale. Feel like it's like a wave in your body. And as you exhale, fall forward over this leg. This one's slightly bent, my left leg. And then lengthen the whole length of your spine, lengthen from the crown of the head to the tailbone. And place one hand on the foot, one hand on the hand. Take an inhale and gently just breathe down the back of the right leg and into the back of the body. And then as we come up, we're going to open the arms and I'm going to look towards my left hand. So as that moves out, I move up. So I'm looking the opposite direction to my outstretched leg. And then the challenge, oops, cheated, is to bring the legs, arms and head back to center all at the same time. And down. And bend the knees, bring the feet together. As you can see, it's quite hard talking and doing this. Right, we're going to go the left way. Once you get into the rhythm of this, like with any of the flows, then you're not looking at screen. You get into the flow. So turn the left knee out 45 degrees. Okay. And then as we bring the arms up, the knee lifts up, and then push the foot away, push the leg away, gently lower to the floor. A little bow with the upper part of my body, and then come up like a wave, and exhale. It's like you're just flowing like a waterfall over towards this leg. Take another little bit of a lift, straighten the back as much as you can, lengthen it out. Place one hand over the other and sit back into your heels. Feel that it doesn't have to be like locked out knee, but just feel that stretch all up the back and up the back line of the body. And then exhale to come out. Look at the right hand. Turn as you come up. Keep the head turning, looking at that hand. And as you come into center, see if we can lower down. And everything comes down in balance. And again, we're going to do that each side. So turning the right leg out 45 degrees. Look towards it, lift the arms, lift the knee. Push the leg away. Gently lower to the floor. Little bow with the top of the body. Inhale, come up like the wave. Feel the wave in your spine as you come down, bowing over that leg. And then find some more length from crown of the head to tailbone. Place one hand on top of the other and sit back. Press down through the standing foot. And then to come out, look towards the left hand. Pick the leg up. Come back to center. Turn the head to face the center. And down, slightly bend the knees. And relax. And then the left side. Left knee out, lift the arms. Inhale, exhale, push it away, lower it down. Little bow with the top of the body. Inhale, lift and raise. Here's the wave coming. As I hit my lampshade, exhale, come down over the leg. Find some more length in your spine before bringing one hand on top of the other on the sole of your foot. And breathe, exhale. Inhale, look towards the right hand, follow it with your eyes, lifting the leg. And exhale, coming back to center. And everything just lowers. Go with the knees. And down. And just stand here a moment. Last little move. in your flow. So you can take as long as you want in these in-between times. So this one I think is a little bit like doing a swanning ballet or something. So I'm going to bring my left leg around the back, and I'm going to make sure that if I bend, this knee can come through. It's got room to come through here, okay? So take the knee around, bring the arms out to the side, exhale, bend that knee. Inhale, come up. Exhale, one more time, bend the knee. You're sitting down as much as you can. It might be a challenge on the back of the heels. And come back to center. Again, you can do that 3 or 4 times. It's lovely to do. So taking the opposite leg behind, bring the arms out to make sure you've got room for that knee to come through. Inhale, exhale. It can be quite meditative if you inhale, just get the pattern, get the rhythm, and then flow with your breath. And inhale and exhale. And then just stand for a moment. I'm just going to bring my legs so that they're hip distance apart. Feel the whole footprint on the floor, big toe, little toe, heel. Really rooting down through the earth. And just breathe. And when you take your deep breaths, feel like it fills the whole body from the belly and then out, expanding the rib cage and the lower back up into the upper body, into the crown of the head. And as you exhale, feel like everything moves back in towards the spine. And then the belly button moves towards the back of the spine. And just take a couple of wonderful, deep, almost like a 360 breath, incorporating the whole body. And if you're unsure about that, put your hands on the lower ribs, and really when you inhale, feel how it expands in this area. The waist widens, and exhale as it moves in. Well, that's a little snippet on some kidney meridians, some Qi Gong, and just basically some all-over movement to make you feel a little bit freer and totally like you're getting in control of the situation. I hope you find it useful.